So, we got a leaked video comparing the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and Z Fold 8 Wide, and honestly, I think people are focusing on the wrong part of this leak, because one feature everyone thought was finally coming to the Fold lineup now looks a lot less certain, and at the same time, Ice Universe claims the Fold 8 Wide might be a much bigger deal than people expected. So yeah, there's a lot to break down. Let's get into it. So, recently, a bunch of Galaxy Z Fold 8 and Z Fold 8 Wide cases leaked, and they reveal two pretty important things. First up, Qi 2 magnets. A few days ago, the dummy units for the Z Fold 8 and Z Flip 8 leaked, and one thing people quickly noticed was the circular ring on the back. Many assumed Samsung was finally adding built-in Qi 2 magnets, but now these case leaks make that look less likely. This looks more like Samsung's current approach. Qi 2 support is there, but the magnets still come from the case, and this wouldn't be the first time either. The S26 dummy units also showed a similar-looking ring, but later leaks pointed back to Samsung relying on magnetic cases again. So yeah, I wouldn't take that ring on the dummy units as confirmation anymore. Not a huge shock, but definitely not the upgrade people thought Samsung had finally figured out. And that brings us to the second thing. Now, for the standard Z Fold 8, these case leaks are a lot less exciting. Ice Universe compared the regular Z Fold 8 case with the Z Fold 8 Wide case, but the surprising part came when the regular Fold 8 case was placed on the Z Fold 7. It almost fit perfectly, which is either good news if you love the Fold 7 design or bad news if you were expecting something new. Now, that's not exactly shocking, because we already knew the Z Fold 8 and Z Fold 7 would be very close in dimensions, so unless you're looking at the camera area, this thing probably won't feel very different from the Fold 7. So yeah, Samsung is clearly playing it safe with the standard Z Fold 8. The real changes seem to be happening on the Z Fold 8 Wide. And this is where Ice Universe's prediction starts to make more sense, because according to him, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide could be more popular than the standard Z Fold 8. But there's one thing that makes this prediction interesting. Previously, Ice Universe reported that Samsung would produce more standard Fold 8 units than Fold 8 Wide units. And at first, that made sense. The regular Fold is already Samsung's established model, while the Wide looked more like a test run. But production numbers can always change depending on demand, and there's a real chance demand for the Wide could be much higher than expected. Huawei already gave us the receipt. The Pura X Max launched with a wider aspect ratio, and the response was huge, reportedly 215% better on day one, around 200,000 units in 10 days, and even ahead of some major Chinese flagships. So clearly this wider form factor isn't just some weird experiment anymore. And what makes this even more interesting is that Samsung's Wide Fold and even Apple's first foldable iPhone are basically the same idea Huawei already proved. So yeah, that's probably not a coincidence. The tall and narrow fold design worked for years, but now brands seem to be moving towards something wider, more practical, and closer to a mini tablet. And honestly, this shift is becoming very obvious across Samsung's foldable lineup. Foldables are no longer the same as they used to be. We want you to stay with us by subscribing and share your valuable feedback through comments. See you in the next video.